Good afternoon, everyone. May I see Vendora Cobb, then Jane Lashman.
Main jail, Judge. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I hope you had a pleasant lunch.
It was all right. It was pretty good. How was yours?
Good. Very good.
Good.
Hello, Mr. Hurley.
Cobb is North Broward, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Ms. Cobb? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. Let me find this. Go on here. Stuff here. Where is Ms. Cobb? Oh, there's Ms. Cobb. Ms. Cobb, you're here for a case of consuming alcohol in public. Ms. Cobb, would you like to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Do you need me to give you an attorney to help you through this hearing this morning? Or
No.
no, you don't need one? All right, ma'am. If you want to get it over with today, all you would have to do is plead no contest.
Okay.
The case is over with. You're not going to have a trial. It's wrapped up right now.
All right.
Oh, don't tell me he's fine.
Hold on one minute. Okay. All right, ma'am. How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication, ma'am. Good luck. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Jerry, you ready? Hold on.
Good.
Just see who I have. Let me take care of Miss Lashman real quick. Miss Lashman, ma'am, you're charged with a soliciting panhandling, ma'am. That is this year, and that's out of, I believe, Hollywood. Quick finds probable cause on the warrant. Steve, when was the last time Miss Lashman came through?
I'm gonna need just one moment, Judge.
Miss Lashman, are you currently employed?
I've been helping take care of an elderly person.
Do you have any money in the bank, ma'am?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have any means to hire your own attorney?
No.
Would you like me to appoint an attorney to represent you today?
I would like to resolve this if I could.
Well, we could, but would you like to have an attorney help you through the hearing today? It won't cost you anything. He's standing right over here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you. Now, Mr. Shate, let me just find out if she's got any prior state.
I need her BCCN number.
Okay, that is
I don't think I've ever dealt with her.
107821.
Last arrest was September 2nd.
Okay.
Sometimes, sometimes delivery doesn't work.
Soliciting, municipal ordinance, she got time served.
Got time, okay.
Before that, her last Broward arrest was in 2012.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at $100 today. You have a September 2nd panhandling. We're here again on panhandling. Your bond's $100. I appointed an attorney to represent you. Thank you. Okay. Let me call
Go,
it.
go, yeah, go, Judge.
He's getting paid by the hour, so. Okay.
Come on, Judge.
Roy Nosto, Glover. Mr. Glover, come on out.
Lover?
Mr. William Joey, also a screen over here. I don't know if you see this.
Okay, very good. Got him. Okay, good morning, Your Honor. Jerry Williams here for Roy Nesto Glover. I've been my client before in some misdemeanor cases. I've known him a long time. His mom called me this morning on this case, and I couldn't find it on the computer. It's so new. The prosecutor was kind enough to let me review the facts just a moment ago. So these are some fairly serious felony charges. And he's also advised me that, well, I'll defer to the Mr. Prosecutor. I think he's got a pending case, too, that he bonded out on in front of Judge Siegel. So,
It was, Your Honor, if I could just, one moment, I just want to be completely accurate for the court. He was, I believe, arrested in early July.
Sorry.
Yes, he was arrested July 1st for, and I'm sorry, the system's taking a little bit.
I believe it was a
No,
FLACA case.
yeah, I believe it was possession with intent. He bonded out and was released the next day. In full candor to the court, a filing decision has not yet been made, though, Your Honor. But he wasn't. But it also wasn't one of those cases where he was in custody for 33 days, and then the court ROR'd him upon a motion to
Can I
release.
just take, we're gonna go off the record just for a minute. We have some disturbing kind of noise outside of the courtroom. I want to get to the bottom of it. I'll be right back.
Yes,
We're back on.
yes, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Glover was arrested on July 1st for possession of PVP with intent to sell or deliver, and a second count of possession of a counterfeit scheduled controlled substance with intent to sell or deliver. He bonded out and was released July 2nd. A filing decision has not yet been made.
Okay, so does he have priors?
One moment. It looks like he had a battery, 2013. Jerry, were you representing him on both of his drug court cases?
Yeah, right. And he had a
so I
battery,
think he pled
misdemeanor
both of
battery.
them.
Yeah, we
And he
worked
pled
those
out
out.
a couple of possessions of marijuana that went through drug court, Your Honor.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. You have any suggestions for bond on count one?
Well, I can advise, Your Honor, and I did speak with someone from the Plantation Police Department. They are very concerned. As I'm sure you're aware from reading the PC, it's accused Mr. Glover essentially was the driver and acting as a lookout for another gentleman that has not yet been, I believe they're still looking for, committing a home burglary. Then, while fleeing the scene, ended up, I believe, going through a red light and striking I believe it's a Sunrise police vehicle, Your Honor. So obviously, great concern with not just the alleged burglary, but then the actions that Mr. Glover took thereafter, being confronted by law enforcement. Obviously, the pending case is in the court's discretion, sua sponte at this point in time. So I would be asking for, on count one, I'd be asking for $25,000, count two, based on the aggravating fleeing and eluding involved hitting a police car, $10,000, $5,000 on three, and pretrial release with the GPS monitor.
What did I set his co-defendant at? Do you remember?
What?
I think I don't think he's been. I don't think so.
I had the.
Did we? Okay, because I'm sorry, I read something with this.
before.
Okay. Okay.
I just give him the same thing I gave the co-defendant, Liddy.
Yeah, he was in the he wasn't the driver.
Williams, I just assume give him what I gave the co-defendant, let you go. He asked Judge Siegel.
Yeah, I understand. This is going to. I didn't realize that the prior case, so this will be in front of Judge Siegel shortly for a determination. But if we could just get a bond set that was comparable to the co-defendant, we'll do.
And
Work for now.
I understand. So I'm gonna set the same. He has an open flag case. Did the co-defendant have priors though?
he was, Your Honor, he was a registered gang member. I think he had the open
The
case.
co-defendant was a registered gang member and had a checkered past. Yeah, an open burglary in Palm Beach. I'm going to set count one on your client at $10,000, count two at $1,000, count three at $500. All right.
Thank you very much, Judge.
And then count four will be $100, and then total bond's $11,500. I notice he has a prior prior battery, so he can bond out of jail.
Yeah, we would, and we would.
Draw GPS. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to waive the cost of monitor. Here's what I'll do is I'll let you go ahead and deal with the open case with Judge Siegel, all right?
Yes.
I'm not going to take any action. I'm not going to
Right.
consider it, all right?
Okay, very good, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay,
Thank you.
you're good to go. Thanks. How about Stephen Giordina?
Okay, there you go. He's present at the main jail, Judge. That's Mr. Atria's case.
Mr. Atrium?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Giordina?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Giordina, you're charged with soliciting on a public right-of-way, basically panhandling in the road. Court finds probable cause. This is 17th Street. Let me see.
Causeway Federal.
17th Street in Fort Lauderdale, right at the intersection of Federal Highway. Court finds probable cause. Steve, do you happen to know if this man's been in before?
I'd have to check.
While they're looking, I have had a chance to speak and negotiate with the city if the court wants to.
Okay, let me find out.
Consider that. Absolutely.
666-273.
He was arrested September 21st, 2015. And that was for KBS on municipal ordinance. He was ROR'd,
What the charge of this ordinance was?
soliciting without permit.
Got it.
And before that, Previous arrest in Broward before that was in 2012.
Okay. Sir, you just got arrested on September 21st for panhandling. Do you have any money in the bank?
I do not.
And how long have you lived down here in South Florida?
About 28 years.
Are you currently employed?
I am not.
Do you have any means to hire your own attorney?
No.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond today at $100. This is your second panhandling in less than a month. Would you like to have an attorney appointed to represent you today?
How can I ask a question?
Well,
How was it?
Let me ask you this. Would you like to have
Go
an
ahead.
attorney appointed to represent you today?
Sure.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. McLaurence's office.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, well, you have a question, sir?
Yes. How was it my second panhandling in less than a month?
Well, your first one was...
It was.
It was
when he
2013 warrant. It was a 2013
Well,
warrant.
Your Honor, you're both right. What you're
This is
saying
my
is
first
it's-
panhandling.
All right, sir.
You're saying this is the second time he's appeared before the court within the, he's saying technically the incident dates were not within a week
Right, you're
apart.
right, the incident date is wrong. But the second time you've been in custody, I guess, right?
Appeared before
For
judge.
panhandling in the last month. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Patrick Pancost.
Hancock?
Mr. Pancost. Yeah, Mr. Pancost, you're here for multiple panhandlings, three separate ones. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Pancost, would you like me to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you today?
No, I don't.
Would you like a free attorney?
No, I don't want that. I don't want representation.
Okay, all right. Sir,
This man,
No, I can't do it.
Mr. Pancost, can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Sir, you're entitled to have an attorney to represent you. You have $300 worth of bonds today. Would you like me to give you an attorney? He can help you.
No, thank you.
You sure about that?
Yes,
It
sir.
won't cost you anything to have an attorney. It's free.
Yes, sir.
You still don't want an attorney?
No, because it takes more time.
I don't think that's true, but okay. Your bond's $300, sir. Good luck.
That's it.
See, that's it. Your bond is $300. You can go outside, Mr. Hancock.
Leo Dan Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Yes, see you next time.
Well, that's a man who's got a positive outlook on life.
He's a nice guy, actually.
Okay, Mr. Leonin Gonzalez, you're here
Yes, sir.
for multiple warrants out of the city of Hollywood for panhandling. Sir, are you currently employed?
No,
You have money in the bank.
no,
Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
no.
Okay, would you like me to give you a free attorney?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm going to give you Mr. Shate. Mr. Shate, I'm going to go ahead and let his bond stay at a total of $500. He can bond out, all right?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Judge Harley,
Yes,
class.
sir.
Can you send it to me to 10 days? I do 10 days.
Hold
Or
on a
15.
moment. Let me ask you this. Yeah. He's doing a better job than Mr. Shade.
You're
actually.
bidding against yourself. Stay at 10. Stay at 10.
Alright.
Wait till you get an answer.
I was just thinking that.
Then,
I was just thinking
Let
that.
me ask you this. I know.
What's his last name?
I'm sorry, I can't. What's the BCCN number?
260684.
Okay.
Routine, huh? Say, hey, okay.
His last time he came through was September 23rd on Capias's for open container and soliciting in public roadway. He pled out and was released October 2nd.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and I'm going to leave your bonds where they are. You can go see your
ah,
judge.
10 days.
Now, I'm
Oh
going
my
to
God, slow down.
let you do it. All right. Good luck. Thanks. All
You'll be back in a week. Find out.
right. What about Salvatore White?
White?
Salvatore White.
Approaching.
Hey, Mr. White, you have a municipal ordinance, sir. Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
You can? Okay. You gonna go out and hire an attorney?
I don't know if I'm going to need it this time.
Well, right now, count one is a municipal ordinance. I can give you an attorney, a free attorney to represent you. Count two is a violation of probation on a burglary charge. Count two is no bond. Count one, would you like me to give you an attorney on count one if you can't afford one?
No, sir. I'm going to get a lawyer.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, what about Milton Turnage?
Main jail, Judge. Judge, we'll be representing Mr. Turnage on count one.
Okay. Mr. Turnage? Sir, count one is a felony case. That's a felony warrant for cocaine. Count two and count three are municipal ordinance cases. Those are open containers of alcohol. Now, sir, are you on probation right now for anything?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Mr. Miller, these are municipal ordinance cases. Okay, let me ask. Sir, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work do you do?
I work at a service station on Federal Highway in Sheridan.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney who's in the court with us who can help you on this case? Would you like me to do that?
On my open container cases?
You only have one as far as I can see. Do you think you have more than that?
He has two, Judge.
Two?
The docket's showing two.
Oh, does he? We has three. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I have it backwards. Two open container cases. Would you like me to appoint an attorney to help you with those cases today?
Judge Hurley, could I take care of those today, those two open containers?
Sure, absolutely. But would you like me to have an attorney maybe chime in to help you? You may need it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm
Yes,
going to
sir.
appoint Mr. Shate on count two and three. Okay, so Mr. Shate, what do you think? If he's not on probation, he pleads no contest to 2 and 3, we knock those out.
Should be able to resolve them, Judge.
Yep. Okay.
Judge,
Mr. Turnage.
Mr. Turnage and I discussed this possibility earlier today, and he's willing to go forward with the plea on counts 2 and 3.
Sounds good. Mr. Turnage, I want you to, if you want to resolve it today, count 2 and 3 are no contest. You plead no
Yes,
contest.
sir.
They're both
Yes, sir.
concluded today. You're not going to have to come back to court. They're wrapped up right now. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge Hurley.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Withhold adjudication on count 2 and 3. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge Hurley.
There's a E. Judge Hurley.
We have the afternoon docket.
Should.
We don't- Yeah, I just want to see, are there any more MO cases on there? No? I don't see any.
I think we're good.
That's a wrap. Okay?
All right.
Okay, may I help you?
So, good afternoon, Your Honor. I was here to hear the bond hearing on Andre Rhodes. Did you already do that?
Andre Rhodes?
We haven't gotten to it yet, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you an attorney?
Actually, I am working with the victim on that crime,
Okay.
and I was here on her behalf.
Okay, are you an attorney?
No,
Okay, all right. Well, you want me to call it up right now?
that would be great, Your Honor, because I am doing another courtroom.
Okay, Andre Rhodes, please.
Oops, popped it.
Hey, Andre Rhodes. Sir, you're charged with aggravated stalking following harassing cyber stalking. Court finds probable cause.
I told
State
you about the burglary case. Yes, Judge.
defendant, do you have any priors?
Your Honor, if I may, I'm providing, Your Honor, I've given defense counsel a copy, Your Honor. Mr. Rhodes was arrested September, earlier this year for shooting at, throwing a deadly missile, and battery against the same alleged victim. The charges were declined September 22nd. I provided the court with a PC affidavit from that. Additionally, looks like just the other day, the alleged victim obtained or sought to obtain a temporary injunction. I've provided her petition. She also makes reference to the previous incident in that. And, Your Honor, as I'm sure you'll be advised, my understanding also from hearing from our victim advocate is that Ms. Dauphin is greatly concerned for her safety.
That temporary injunction wasn't served. Is it aggravated?
Stalking doesn't have to be, aggravated stalking it doesn't have to be from an injunction. It can be from repeat incidents. Your Honor, one moment.
Yes, ma'am. Tell us your name.
Shannon Bennett, Your Honor.
You raise your right hand.
Yes, Your
Swear
Honor.
or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name's Shannon Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you a victim's advocate?
I'm not actually with the state's attorney's office. I work as a private volunteer victim advocate. In my profession, I am a guardian ad litem advocate.
Judge, at this time, we would object to any testimony from this lady. We don't know who she is. She's not a witness to this case. This is bond court. This is not an adversarial hearing. She's not a member of the court. I would ask the court to exclude any testimony that she may bring. We don't know what she knows, but unless she's actually a witness, Judge, she has no. There's no place for her in this forum.
Well, the court will determine that once I hear from her and figure out. I don't know why she's here. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to find out. Let me ask you, ma'am, your purpose. What is your purpose of being here?
The victim of these crimes, I'm gathering information for her. She is afraid to come to court.
Okay.
The attorney is correct. She did file the temporary affidavit not too long ago. 9/22, he was arrested. I did speak with Attorney Bamdis about the PC on that. However, what the court may not be aware of is that on the 29th, he also attacked and assaulted the victim again.
This is hearsay of it. Objection, Judge. This is hearsay. She wasn't there. She's not a witness.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to ask her. Did you see this attack, ma'am, that you speak about?
I did not, but the police were there. It was a witness. There was a 911 call.
Well, let me just say this. I appreciate you being here. We all agree victims need to be represented. I've been a guardian ad litem in private practice, so I'm on top of that. But, we have to make sure parameters are up and that, we don't bring hearsay But I'm going to hear from the state. Go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, and I would mention, Your Honor, you don't need to rely upon her statement. I provided you the petition,
Right.
and in the petition, Ms. Dauphin refers to the incident on September 29th, which is also mentioned in the probable cause affidavit. And the court can rely upon that affidavit because it is sworn to. And she makes reference to when they were in a car when he was forced to leave the W Hotel, and he punched her in the face multiple times. She mentions a Fort Lauderdale police report number. She mentions numerous phone calls and texts of him making threats. Your Honor, and as far as your question, as far as aggravated stalking, if it doesn't involve injunction, what is required is a person who willfully, maliciously, and repeatedly follows, harasses, or cyberstalks another person and makes a credible threat to that person. In this instance, I believe that these, in this report, I believe, in the information provided to the court, those elements are satisfied. And I do think the court, based on her petition, can take into consideration the alleged incident from September 29th.
Well, Judge, according to the 929 petition, we don't have a police report. I mean, even if there was a case number filed, I mean, there's no probable cause affidavit issued by the police department in conjunction with what allegedly occurred on 929. I would just ask the court not to consider the 929 incident because if it was reported to the police could have offered a probable cause affidavit and he could have been arrested on those charges.
And from the alleged victim, which is attached to a petition for a.
And I'm not asking the court to find. I'm not asking the court to find probable cause for battery from September 29th. This is for bond purposes, and this is for bond purposes, and the court is certainly free to consider a sworn statement
Now,
if it's relevant.
Criminal record state.
One moment, Your Honor.
Ma'am, have you ever met this alleged victim?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay. And they have a child together, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Do you know whether they have, this gentleman has rights to see the child? Does he have visitation, anything like that?
I understood it to be liberal until the violence escalated. However, now she's in fear for her safety and the child.
Okay. Well, it occurred to me when I first read this, stalking is, and I'm paraphrasing, but there can't be a legitimate purpose for the contact. Okay? And it occurred to me that if they have a child together and he's trying to see his child, so that definitely thought passed my mind.
I understand, Your Honor. I will, if allowed. The child was not with her at the time that this most recent charge was done, which was yesterday. And I do know that he...
I understand, but it said he went to the house. I'm kind of being devil's advocate for a second. It said he went to the house and waited for it at the house. And it occurred to me when I read this earlier, was he waiting there to see his child? Now, granted, there's threats allegedly made, things like that.
No, by his own reason. His reason there had nothing to do with the child.
That would
According to his explanation, he was there to get money.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
that would be a legitimate purpose too, Judge.
Not legitimate to I don't believe it's necessarily legitimate to go to a place where there's been accusations of violence committed against the person.
Maybe he left his money there, maybe he has property
Mr.
there.
Linder.
That would serve as a legitimate purpose.
If he believed that he was owed money, going to collect the money is a legitimate purpose for being out of place.
Possession of marijuana from earlier this year. And some juveniles, Your Honor.
all right. Sir, did you have contact with the alleged victim?
Yes, I did. She's very concerned for her safety and the safety of her child.
Okay. State, do you have any comment about bond and release conditions?
Well, I am concerned. I mean, based on reading the PC affidavit just from August of this year, and I wish we did have the details, they're not here. There's been numerous documented reports of harassing conduct on his behalf, threatening her, and to make reference in numerous police reports here, Your Honor. I've provided you with her petition, which mentions an act of violence on September 29th of this year. This is all very recent. It appears to be escalating, and I do think appropriate measures to ensure the victim's safety at this time would involve, I do believe, a significant bond. I'd be asking for a bond of $50,000 and pretrial release with the GPS monitor.
Okay. Mr. Miller, do you have anything you want to comment about today?
One moment, Judge. I want to consult with my colleague, please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give him the monitor.
That's well, that's what I was asking. I mean, because from what I can see in the report, it says he's unemployed. I mean, if the court inquires, certainly the court can inquire, but I would argue if he is unemployed, then there is no reason. Patrice. When they do level 2 for like a
Judge, after consulting with my colleague, it appears that there were no actual specific threats made in this case. I think the state's request for a $50,000 bond is a bit overreach. He's never violated a restraining order. He's never violated a court's order to stay away. He's never been given the opportunity to follow the court's order. You're jumping from, an allegation to a $50,000 bond.
I'm not jumping. I'm not making. Maybe somebody else is making the jump. I'm listening to what you say. I'm taking it all in.
He is a 20-year resident of South Florida. He does have some family here in South Florida. He is currently unemployed. He is a registered voter. no money in the bank, no real estate. He is going to ask his family to bond him out. Judge would ask for a minimal bond, $1,000. We have no objection to the ankle monitor. That's fine. Just if he can have the opportunity to go out and find a job, that would be appreciated.
Okay. Ma'am, what is your profession? What do you do as a, are you a professional guardian ad litem?
I am. I actually represent domestic minor sex traffic victims and human trafficking victims for the Guardian ad litem program here in this circuit.
What's your background? Psychology? What is it?
I actually have a law degree, St. Thomas University.
Okay.
I am not practicing. However, I work specifically in juvenile, but because I've worked with domestic violence victims, both juvenile and adults, throughout my professional career, I will work with individual women, young women who need assistance.
Well, I'll let you, without getting into facts of what did or did not occur, but you've been in contact with the victim. I mean, is she concerned? Is she worried about her safety?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, she's texted me while we're standing here. She is very concerned for her safety. I have all police report numbers, whether the defense attorney or the state has copies of whatever. I have everything that can be turned over. Like I said, I've been in touch with multiple police departments, as well as the state and the Victims Advocate's Office, to try and make sure that we can do whatever we can to keep her safe. She is very afraid.
The incident on 9/29, was it 9/29? There have been some, hasn't there been times where, has she gone to the police and had the charges dropped on occasion?
I can speak to, it was the 9/22 that was, there was a previous no contact order that the victim could not find the courtroom in enough time, and then that's what occurred. But the 9/29 incident, the police were there. She tried to make a report. She was a little bit upset. It didn't go well, so she made a report at a later time.
Okay, so on 9/22, she couldn't get to the court in time from that incident?
That 9/22 was his arrest. The no contact from that, she couldn't find the courtroom. She was actually here in the courthouse, but she could not find the courtroom to get there in enough time to go on that particular no contact, hearing.
Okay.
And that was with Miranda, Your Honor.
That was from, Your Honor, if I may.
Let me look at something here. You know what? So does he have a pending criminal case?
No, the arrest from, just want to get the date accurate, from August 7th, and the PC I provided you, that was dropped.
Okay. Do you know why that was dropped on August 7th? Did she tell you?
I do not know, Your Honor. I apologize.
Your Honor, I don't know if an official waiver was filed, but it does appear it was declined for that the alleged victim did not want to prosecute.
Okay. Now, let me just ask you some questions, ma'am. If you know, the visitation, does he see his child very often? I mean, is that a regular thing that?
As to my understanding, like I said, the visitation prior was pretty liberal. However, as of recent, like I would say probably in the last 6 months to a year, it has been limited because of his escalating violent behavior towards the victim.
Judge, again, this is all hearsay. This is all irregular. I would ask the court to strike all this testimony and disregard it.
And if
I understand. I'll take what's relevant. I want to just, actually, I'm delving into whether it's legitimate contact on some of these occasions. It's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. It's alleged on this case he was waiting at the house. Do you know whether or not it was an understanding he was going to pick up the child? Do you know about that?
I do know about it. He was not there to pick up the child. I do, to my understanding, he actually followed her from work in another vehicle.
His turn to pick up the child? Was it
No.
his turn to visit with the child?
No, Your Honor.
No?
No.
There was no pre-arrangement?
There was no prior arrangement. There had been no conversation of the child. As a matter of fact, the day before, and I know counsel will argue that this is hearsay, but he had phoned before several different times of the day and threatened the victim, as well as that same day.
What were the threats about? Were they threats?
He impersonated law enforcement, had someone else call.
Let me ask you this.
Hearsay, Judge, this is out of line. Can we?
Mister, I know your objection, but what I'm trying to get at is, do you know the basis for these? Is it that she's not letting see the child?
No.
Do you know the background of this?
I don't believe that that's the basis. I think it's just that he.
Well, okay. I'll strike that. I'll withdraw that. I was just trying to figure out whether or not this is this is something over not seeing the child. That's
and
all.
Your Honor, if I may, and I can actually, what was being referred to when the other no contact order, she actually sought a temporary injunction.
Right.
And I guess
Thank you.
she wasn't able, she got lost around the building. I don't know, but from what we're being told, it was dismissed. She didn't make it to the final hearing, Your Honor. I can provide you with a copy of the petition. I'm reviewing that petition in which at one point it's alleged that he made actual threats to physically harm the child. That's, and stating specifically from her sworn petition that, one moment, what's the,
So I'm going to go ahead.
he said, I just wanted, Your Honor,
Go ahead.
I stopped answering his messages, to which he called and said he would drive himself and the baby into a building.
Judge, that petition, whatever allegations are in there, are dismissed. I mean, they're dismissed. I mean, a circuit court judge dismissed that petition.
Okay. Sir, your bond today based on the level of court's concern for the safety of the alleged victim and your child, what appears to be ongoing harassment of the alleged victim concerning her safety. The court's going to set your bond at $10,000. Pretrial release, GPS monitor, waive the cost of the monitor. The court will order. You have no contact, directly or indirectly, Ms. Dauphin. You're not allowed to contact her by telephone, text, email, note, letter. No direct or indirect contact is allowed. You must stay 500 feet from her at all times, all of her property, including her vehicle. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. Thank you.
Judge, just to clarify, that is level 2. He can get a job.
Correct. Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes. Let me ask,
Well, that
bring
seems reasonable.
bring that young man back. I want to talk to him real quick.
Just get by. Just much.
Let me just talk to him.
Your microphone.
So what was his bond dropped to 10?
Just because we felt there was no, they didn't have enough time. But this is the victim now. This is the victim now. That's her number. This is the.
Well, no, that's what I'm going to say. I'm waiting for them to get back, but I'm going to.
This is her right. Essentially, this has a lot of agency security.
Patrice, on the level 1, you can allow him to do job interviews?
Sir, are you working at this time?
No, sir.
Okay, are you looking for a job?
No, sir. I have women that take care of me.
And then I see no reason that level 1 is.
We'll make it level 1 for now, and then if he wants to change it, he can change it, all right? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Level 1 on that for me, please.
I do appreciate the court's time. Thank
Yes, ma'am,
you.
no problem. Ingrid White?
Yes, please.
There you go, Mr.
North Broward, Judge. North Broward.
Mr. Miller. All right, Miss White, you're here for a misdemeanor of theft, ma'am. Steve, is it possible you could look and find out what this theft is for?
Sure, Judge.
White. How you doing today, Miss White?
I'm working.
Judge, is this something, community service, or is this a resolved case? Because I've been seeing a lot of cases from satellite where people are being picked up for not proving their community service in lieu of court costs. So I don't know if this is a KPS.
Well, they're being picked up for not showing them in court, but I understand.
Well, I don't know if
what
this
you're
was
saying.
I
I'll
don't
check
know.
that, Judge. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no. Your Honor. Okay. She allegedly took a cab ride, almost $42, didn't pay.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at $500. Thank you, ma'am. Well, your bond's already set at $500.
Well,
Thank
Judge, would the court consider resolving, see if you make, it's a cab ride, she's in custody, with the court, at least.
you. Jessica Pinero.
North.
Pinero, you're here for possessing cocaine and cannabis, ma'am. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Miss Pinero?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Miss Pinero, how long have you lived in South Florida?
Most of my life, 20 years.
And are you currently employed?
Yes, I just started a new job.
What type of work is that, ma'am?
I'm a waitress.
All right. Do you have any money in the bank?
No, I don't. I just started working.
All right. Do you have family here in South Florida?
No.
No. Do you have children?
I have a son.
How old is your son?
7.
Does he live here locally?
Yes.
Does he live with you?
Yes.
Who's taking care of your son right now?
A friend of mine.
Okay, so that friend is picking him up from school and taking care of him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's he's a family friend. I've known him for a while, so he's like an uncle, but he's not blood related.
Where's your family? Where are your parents? Where are your siblings? Where do they live?
My mom died when I was 14, and my dad lives up north.
Okay. Do you have any brothers or sisters down here in South Florida?
My brother lives in Texas.
Any aunts or uncles down here? No? Okay.
She was arrested July 30th, possession of cocaine. She bonded out. Final decision has still not yet been made.
Okay.
She had a 2010 possession of oxycodone, caresprodol, possession of marijuana 2011. Could you unplug me, please?
Ma'am, you have a history, drug history, oxycodone, caresprodol. You have an open cocaine from this, open case of cocaine from this summer, and now you're here on heroin. Okay, ma'am, I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at $4,500. Count 2, I'm going to set it 1,000. Your bond today, I've raised your bond to $5,500. Ma'am, do you, if you give me the name of your friend, I can send the. Where's the father of the child? Is he local?
No, he doesn't exist. He has no father.
Would you like us to have ChildNet get in touch with the person taking care of your child?
No, it's okay.
Do you think your child is safe and being fed right now, ma'am, and being taken care of?
Yes, I know he is, yes.
Okay. Your bond's $5,500, ma'am. You can bond out. Thank you. Okay, Merci Lorraine Kemp, Devin Freeman, Justin Jackson.
Oh, your name line up?
Judge, this is Mr. Kemp. He is interested in resolving this case if the court is so inclined.
Sir, you're charged with resisting arrest. Would you like to plead no contest? Case is over
Yes, sir.
today. You're out of jail today?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. How do you plead, sir?
No contest, sir.
I'll accept that or withhold adjudication.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Straight up the middle outside, sir. Up the middle outside.
Okay,
Come on, Freeman.
Nessie Devin Freeman. Come on up, sir.
President, the main judge. Has Mr. Freeman's bond been posted, Judge?
I don't know that. Do we know? No, it's not been posted. Mr. Freeman, DUI second offense, license suspended. Give me a moment, Mr. Freeman. Let me look here. I'm going to find probable cause for the DUI. Let me look about the... I don't have that he has a prior DUI. Do you, State?
One moment, Judge.
Unless it's open. Oh, he has a DUI from August 14th of this year. Is that open?
One moment, Judge. Actually, it's got more than that. I just got to check something real quick, Your Honor. Hold on. Yeah, he does. He has an open DUI, 3 counts of DUI property damage.
What's the case number?
15-23-479 MU-10A.
So today your bond's 1,000 on count 1. Count 2's 500. Your bond will be revoked on 15.
Judge, before you go there,
Go ahead.
Mr. Freeman has a job. He works at the First Baptist Church of Piney Grove. He takes care of 2 children. He's a lifetime resident of South Florida. He's not going anywhere. He does not need to drive in order to do his job. I was wondering if the court would consider not revoking the bond, let the division judge address this. We have no objection to pretrial with rehab conditions, or an ankle monitor for that matter.
You have his driving record there, right, Judge?
Yeah.
Right. Do you have operating without valid DLs on there? Because I can tell you he's pled out a no valid DL just June 15th of this year. Had another no valid DL 2010 that was pled out in 2012. Another no valid DL in 07. Just continuously driving when he's legally not allowed to. And I understand Mr. Miller saying he doesn't need to work to drive, but he drives when he pleases anyways, whether it's work or not work related, and whether he's legally allowed to or not.
Three counts of DUI pending.
Property damage.
He has a work permit. Let me look here. '81 and a 45 Coconut Creek, State Road 834.
I mean, judging based on the information here, the answers he was giving, I don't see how it's possible he could have been coming from work or going to work.
So I'm going to say your bond on count 1 at 1,000, 2 at 500. You're going to have pretrial release, GPS monitor. I'm going to forego revoking your bond today. I'm going to forego. I'm not going to consider it. Please don't anyone think that I've considered it and it's res judicata. I'm not doing that. I'm going to take the request by the defense and leave it up to the trial judge to decide, all right? Sir, you're not allowed to operate a motor vehicle while you're out on release. You can't drive, all right? You're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to drink while you're out either, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Okay. How about Justin Jackson? Bonded? Okay. Jose Perez?
He's on loan,
To
Judge.
be specific on Mr. Freeman, he can attend counseling.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Level 2. Okay. Here's Jose Perez.
Judge, he's currently at...
Perez bonded?
No, he's asking for.
He's on med recess. Jackson's bonded. Perez is a med recess.
Dell, I'm just telling the judge what's going on with Jose Perez off the record, okay?
What's going on?
Mr. Freeman.
Set up for Friday PM.
I mean, it's a KPS on battery though, right? There is no such thing as not in custody on a misdemeanor.
He's on med recess.
Okay.
There's no such
Sherman
thing.
Lyle, Darwin Tarpley, Christopher Metcalf, and John Mitchell Reed.
Your Honor,
Mr.
Lyle, is that
Conti.
Conti?
Okay, Mr. Lyle, you're here for trespassing, sir. Quick finds probable cause. He was arrested. Okay, hold on one moment. No. This is supposed to be for Friday PM, not today. It got set for today. Friday PM. Could you reset this for Friday PM? Thank you, sir. Sorry we got you in here early. Darwin Tarpley.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Mr. Perez actually is already scheduled for a status conference
Right.
before Judge Lerner Wren at 9 a.m. in her mental health division.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we appointed?
Yes. Darwin Tarpley.
Main jail?
Darwin Tarpley, battery on a police officer, resisting arrest without violence, resisting arrest with violence. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Darwin Tarpley?
Trespass 2011, trespass 2011, trespass 2011, disorderly conduct 2008, and the priors, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Tarpley was born here in South Florida. He recently moved back, he moved back about 3 years ago. He does have strong family ties. He has a job at the Big Face Car Wash. Been there for over a year. He has some money in the bank. He does not own real estate. He intends to self-bond.
Okay.
Metcalf?
I don't think so. Yeah, this one. And this one.
So I'm going to set your bond on count one. Battery, I'm going to set that at 1,500, two at 1,000. Count three, I'm going to set, no, two at 100. Count three, I'm going to set that bond at 1,000. Count two's ROR. Total bond's 2,500 today. Thank you, sir. Based on the facts of the case, level of violence.
Not bad.
Criminal
Not
record.
bad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sir.
Metcalf.
Christopher Metcalf. Sir,
Yes, sir.
Violation of probation. That's
Mitchell.
a no bond hold. Thank you.
Yes,
And
thank
may I
you,
help
Judge.
No, she's with our office,
Okay.
right?
That was Metcalf.
Okay. Let's see, Richard.
Mitchell Reed.
Richard Tishy, David
Oh.
Urban, Jason Morris.
Judge, this is Mr. Tishy.
He took Metcalf.
Trespassing and possession of alprazolam. The court
That's
finds
right.
probable cause. Do we have any priors on Tishy?
I'm not on anything right
Is it pending?
now. One moment, Judge. Yeah, I got it. Your Honor, he's currently out on dealing stolen property and false ownership info on a pawn item.
Okay, what's the case number?
146763 CF10A.
Mr. Tishy, count one, trespassing, ROR 2 1,000. Court's going to revoke your bond on 146763. CF10, you could be held without bond. How about David Urban? Sorry. Okay, David Urban, trespassing. I'm take that back. License suspended, operating without a driver's license, expired tag. Give me a quick moment.
Oh, man. I got one over here, then I got the resets.
Sir, I have a driving record, but it shows you have no driver's license.
No, not anymore.
No, sir.
It says you have an ID card, and it's a valid ID card from 2008.
Yes, sir.
And I look here, and I have here from 2008 to 9, you've been caught driving numerous times in Palm Beach County, operating without a driver's license, conviction, operating without a driver's license, improper tag, license suspended, no driver's license, license suspended. So it does appear that you just continually drive with no driver's license, which, you know, we know that you're not supposed to, but for whatever reason, does he have any prior state?
One
Yes,
moment.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
2013. Hold on, they were dropped, he had a grand theft, but, his priors out of, he has a warrant, looks like, out of, out of Georgia, Your Honor.
Okay. What's that for?
Contempt of court.
Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir, I am. Judge, Mr. Urban works at Pollo Tropical. He's a 15-year resident of South Florida. He has no money in the bank. He does not own real estate, and he's not sure who's going to help on him.
So the court's going to set your bond on count 1 at $750, count 2 at $750. Total bond's $1,500 today. You can bond out. I'm going to order you. You're not supposed to drive. Please stop driving. Thank you. How about John Mitchell Reed? John Mitchell Reed.
Yes.
Sir, burglary causing damage over $1,000. Grand theft of fire extinguisher. Court finds probable cause allegedly Sunrise Boulevard, Mavericks High School, 5:45 in the morning. Smashed a door with an object, removed a fire extinguisher, causing extensive damage. Chemicals were sprayed. Damage to the fire alarm, office windows, electronic equipment. Damage about $5,000. Then he allegedly stole electronic items from within the school, valuing over $2,000. This was captured allegedly on surveillance video cameras. Defendant positively identified by the school principal. Okay. Go ahead, Steve.
Your Honor, frankly, I spoke with Detective Landau. The only information I can give regarding the estimate damage is that it came from the principal. We're not in possession of any estimates, any formal estimates at this time. I don't know that I can.
This is the first of your PBL, right?
Yes, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I would ask for time to perfect, but I don't, without any documentation or any information from a more source of more expertise in being able to equate damages, I don't believe I can seek to foreclose at this time.
So we're going to go ahead and give him a bond. Tell me, does he have
Your
any
Honor, I don't believe he has any prior Patrice. Could you confirm? But I can tell you this. Upon speaking to Detective Landau, he did significant damage to this high school. I mean, just to their computers. I mean, just significant damage that, which really doesn't make sense. The stealing, that's one thing. You can make an argument that there's a reason someone might want to steal for financial gain, but just to randomly just destroy property, break into a high school and destroy property for no reason.
Now, Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say?
I have no idea. Either way, it doesn't
strong
matter.
family.
I don't know.
22-year resident, strong family ties, currently unemployed. No money in the bank, no real estate. He's going to ask his family to bond him out.
Okay, so I'm going to set your bond on count 1, the burglary with the heavy damage. I'm going to set that bond at, you have no criminal record. I'm going to set that at $5,000. I note you turned yourself in. Total bond $7,000. You can bond out. Thank you.
Well, Your Honor, I'd also ask for...
Yeah, stay away from Mavericks High. All right, sir, you're not allowed to go back there. Okay, thank you. How about Jason Morris?
It's in there.
Do you have any water down there, Patrice?
That's a med reset, Judge.
Thursday PM. Okay. Missy Christopher Gomez, Carlos Jiraguay, and Brandon Wilson.
Conti.
Your Honor, Gomez is at Conti.
Hold on. Kiefer, hold on. Kiefer. I want to pass these cases along.
This is the case you reset for today because he said his family hired private attorney. Do you know the name of your attorney?
Who's your attorney, sir?
No, I don't know the name of the attorney. And I was wondering if you can appoint me to a public defender.
Sure. I'll do that. I'll appoint an attorney for you.
Appreciate it.
Count 1. Do you have any money in the bank?
No, but I do have, family that really do support me.
Well, do you own land or property?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work?
I work for SCS Construction.
Do you, how much was in your last paycheck?
About, I can say roughly 700.
Was that every two? Was that for 2 weeks or 1 week?
No, every weekly.
Okay, not bad. All right, so, for today, I'm going to go ahead and appoint you, all right? And then later on, if it turns out he gets his own attorney. Okay, let me look at this again.
Yeah, he took off. He went to Illinois. We extradited him.
Okay. Now, have you had a chance to review this, Mr. Officer?
Judge, I had an opportunity to review this. I'm not moving for an Arthur hearing. I'm asking the court, I'm not making any arguments against proof evident presumption grade this time. Asking the court to defer on that issue before the division judge.
Let me ask, State, are you seeking a foreclosed bond and release conditions on count 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the court at this time, after reviewing the affidavit, considering the totality of circumstances, find there's proof evident presumption great that the defendant committed count 2, armed burglary. It appears he at least armed himself after he gained unlawful entry into a home. Now, on count 1, State, that's bondable. And count 3.
Yeah, I'm frankly, Judge, I'm not certain about any priors or not. I know he doesn't have any Broward priors. I'm not sure about his ties to community. As you can see in the booking, a Chicago address, he was actually extradited back to Broward County from Chicago, Your Honor.
So I'm going to set count 1 at $15,000 just based on the facts of the case. Count 2, you're going to be held without bond. Count 3 is a warrant on traffic. The court will order that you have no contact, directly or indirectly, with Patricia Petit Ferrer. No contact with her directly or indirectly. No contact directly or indirectly with, we had somebody else in here too.
It's, there is,
Andy Joseph, no contact with him. No contact with Brunel Petit Ferrer. Bruana Petit Ferrer, no contact with any of them, directly or indirectly. You must stay 500 feet from all of them at all times. Thank you, sir. You're going to be held without bond. Like Carlos Jerigoy.
Oh, I thought you wanted Mitchell Reed, Judge.
Whoever you want to bring up, I don't care. Who do you have?
No, Reed's done already.
We already did Jordan Mitchell.
Mitchell Reed?
Yeah, we did.
We already did that.
Carlos Jerigoy.
Oh.
Jerigoy.
No problem, Judge.
He's a medical reset, Your Honor.
We're doing it right now.
Just a medical reset.
No, that's not the
Thursday
case.
PM.
Oh, Wilson.
I already passed that other one along.
There you go. How about Brandon Wilson?
Mr. Wilson is present at the main. He is still declining the services of the public defender.
Okay, I understand. Mr. Wilson, did we reset this for the attorney?
Told him he'd give him time if he wanted to get an attorney. I don't know if he did
Sir,
or not.
did you talk to an attorney or your family talk to an attorney?
My family talked to an attorney.
Do you know, did they hire one for you?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? Do you know who they talked to?
No, sir.
No? All right. Well, you're charged with attempted murder, and I'll tell you, let me look here. This is bondable, right, State?
No. It's attempted premeditated.
Attempted premeditated with
Yes.
a weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay, now, so you're charged with attempted premeditated murder, and this allegedly occurred September 29th of this year in Pompano. And the victim, Mark Gugayan, suffered multiple lacerations to his neck and shoulder area. State, are you seeking to hold this gentleman without bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there must be a showing of proof evident presumption great. I've read the affidavit. Do you have any comment about this, Mr. Afzal? You decline. Sir, the court today will find there's proof evident presumption great regarding the attempted murder with the knife of Mr. Gugayan, I believe. I'm going to order you have no contact with that gentleman directly or indirectly. No contact with him directly or indirectly. And you're to be held without bond until further order of the court. Thank you, sir.
Let him speak, sir.
Okay. Bradley Navarro.
Main jail.
Sir, retail theft.
It's academic issue. There's no coordination with anybody. It's just a retail theft.
No, it's just which I'm assuming you already signed off on in past one.
This is a two Canary Home, right?
Yeah.
From Target. Okay, I'm going to find probable cause. State, are there, do you have priors on this gentleman?
This guy. One moment,
Sir,
Judge.
Bradley Navarro, how long have you lived in South Florida?
Judge, Mr. Navarro has been living here for 26 years. He does have strong family ties. He's not working, but he is a student at Sheridan Tech. He's studying Cisco Network Academy. So it's a special program for Cisco Network.
Yeah.
He's got 2 semesters left. He goes every day. His last day was yesterday. He is a registered voter, no money in the bank, no real estate. He's going to ask his uncle to bond him out. We're wondering if we can get ROR, Judge.
Okay, maybe. Let me see. Does he have priors?
No, Judge.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Don't go back to that target, all right, sir?
What?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Take a 1 minute break. I need a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Oh, I thought you just let me. Hold on one moment. Okay, we're back on.
Unless they get
This is Jennifer Bowersock. Jennifer Bowersock. Where are you, Bam? Hi, Miss Bowersock.
Hello.
I'm looking at your case here, 15-11235 CFNA. Ma'am, the state filed a formal charge on you on October 6th at 4:18 p.m.
Yes, Judge.
So yesterday, one count of possession of fentanyl.
Was it a change?
Signed is sworn by John Gallagher, State Attorney's Office. Defense, do you have any issues with this?
Judge, I don't have any issues, but does it lower automatically?
My understanding is once the jail gets the paperwork and it's processed, the change of charge paperwork, because the new charge is part of the convenience bond schedule, it'll go down to the convenience of bond.
Ma'am, what was your original bond?
1.5. Scooter at the top.
Ma'am, your bonds can be readjusted, Miss Bowersock. You were originally charged with trafficking and heroin. Now you're charged with possession of fentanyl. So the charge has been reduced. Your bonds can be $1,000 now, all right? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, what about Shania Williams? Shania Williams?
What unit are you in?
Shemaya Williams, sorry. Shemaya Williams.
Still on? Yeah.
Ms. Williams, you're charged with...
That's no...
I'm sorry, Mr. Shemaya Williams. You're charged with possession with intent to sell, deliver. That motion to release you is going to be granted. You're going to be released from jail today, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, now what about Kelvin DeJesus? Kelvin.
I think he's in Paul Ryan. I think I saw him. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. DeJesus. So you're here for arson, trafficking, cannabis, possession with the intent to sell, manufacture, deliver a drug paraphernalia. Go ahead, State.
Your Honor, the state is going to be seeking an extension for 40 days, showing of good cause. Your Honor, the reason the charges have not yet been filed is the drugs have not been tested by the lab. I believe the court's aware. It's been well documented of delays with the drug lab. I've spoken with Mr. Gallagher. Well, I've spoken with Ginger Downs, who is Mr. Gallagher's secretary, who's communicated with him. It is our hope that we will be, if given the 40 days, we'll be able to file by then. My understanding from the information I've received, one moment, Your Honor, from the drug lab is that their equipment had to be sent out for recalibration, and once they get it back, they will be able to test the drugs in this case, Your Honor.
Judge, may I briefly respond? Judge, I understand.
I'm sorry. And Your Honor, the state is making this request based on the 4th DCA's ruling in Davis v. State, 4D14-3427. I apologize.
I'm not disputing that the court can find good cause based on that. I'm not arguing that. But what I'm saying is that the court does have discretion in determining what good cause is, what wasn't good cause. The case in Davis, they appealed on the labs being backed up, and the court's found it to be good cause. But the court, in its discretion, can grant the defense motion. I just want the court to just be aware, just based on my reading of the probable cause affidavit, nobody was harmed. no other, it doesn't seem from my reading of the probable cause affidavit, it was only his house that suffered the damage, but there weren't other victims involved in the case, Judge. It wasn't a situation where he purposely lit the place on fire. It seems like it was a grow house that what was being diverted was through the electrical system, and that malfunctioned, and there was a fire to his house. I'm just asking, just in light of just on high end scales of violent crimes, although the charges are serious, his property suffered all the damage. So I would ask the court to consider releasing him on just granting the defense motion based on that.
And I would just note, Your Honor, it was the residence he was residing. It does not appear he's the owner. So it does appear that it was someone else's residence that was being damaged here. Because I would note the third to last page at the end says, very last line, to which he replied, "Yes, I am the renter for the past year."
Right.
But I do acknowledge it does not appear that anyone was injured. That is correct.
One's 25,000 on one, 25,000 on two. How come, let me ask you, sir, how come you haven't bonded out yet?
Because I don't have any money.
Are you from down here?
I've been only up here for a year.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Miami-Dade.
Okay, but you grew up down in Miami-Dade?
No, I actually grew up in North Bergen, New Jersey. I've been down here in Miami for 15 years.
You have family down here?
I have my father down here.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do. I have 4 kids.
Where do they live?
They live with my mother-in-law.
Down here or up in Jersey?
Down in the Raw.
Okay, let me ask you, does he have a criminal record?
I do not see any records, Your Honor.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to release you today. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. You're going to have a ankle monitor. You're going to be level 2 monitoring, but I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You've been in jail for this long. You have no criminal history. All right. And the arson,
all right, sir,
is pointed out by the defense was.
Oh, do you have a place? House place.
Burned up. So.
Yeah, planned.
Well, yeah, but that's you
No.
might want to inquire because that'll affect the GPS if he doesn't have a place to stay.
I guess that
Hey,
was his house, right?
Do you have a place to stay, sir?
So where are you going to go?
Yes, I do. I'm going to be staying at my mother-in-law's.
Okay.
Do you have an address for that?
Yes, I do.
You want to give it to us?
402 Northwest 107 Avenue, apartment 7,
And where?
in Doral.
Do you have a phone number down there?
786-520-8677.
And sir, I didn't ask you. I made an argument.
Say it again. Telephone number.
786-520-8677.
Mr. De Jesus, let me just explain to you what's going on. The state asked for more time. They have, with good cause, if the judge determines they have good cause, the court can give them more time, maximum up to 40 days to file charges in your case, okay? So the state asked a petition the court for more time. The judge may have been inclined to give them more time, but he's placing you on a level 2 pretrial release.
I'm not going to make you wait in jail another
Right.
7 days. I'll just let you out, or whatever, however many days. 7?
So, yeah.
So I'll just let you out on a monitor. You can go to work. You have free schedule, all right?
All right.
Okay?
All right, hold on.
Open schedule. There you go.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Fine. She doesn't want to answer. Sorry.
There you go.
That's it?
Okay, that's it. Okay, so took care of that.
I don't care.
Okay, who else? What's your name at Main Jail, sir?
But
So we on? Yep. Main Jail, what's your name? Standing right here in front of me.
Judge, this is Mr. Crump. Disorderly intoxication, $250 bond. How long you been in?
They got your data.
4 days, I believe. Wondering if he can resolve this.
Would you be interested in pleading no contest today and resolving this case?
Yes, sir. Very like it would.
Do you understand you're not going to have a trial? You're not going to have your day in court. It's wrapped up right now.
Yes, sir.
Just let me take a look and remind myself that this is Bob. I don't remember. Maybe he didn't come in through me. No, he didn't come in through me. Okay. All right. Sir, if you want to plead no contest, it's over with right now. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir. I'm not plead no contest.
Okay. Don't go back to that gallery on Northwest First Street, all right?
I'm almost done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll withhold the
Thank you,
jurisdiction. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, this is Jose Fontanez Ayala.
I'm going to send this to the division. Thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Going to the
Thank you.
division.
How about,
Okay, I'll make that call for you.
Thank
And
you.
we have Subnath Chattersingh. Subnath Chattersingh is here on a battery with a $1,000 bond.
Language, young lady. Did you get your thing from,
Yeah, I did. You get both of them.
what do you mean both of them?
I guess you're both twice.
Oh, I don't want it.
So I'm going to send your case to your division judge. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Judge. That clears us at the name. Have the excuse.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. See you
Okay,
tomorrow.
what about Zachary Fravel? Zachary Fravel.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Mr. Fravel, you're here for reckless driving, speeding, some traffic tickets. How come you've not bonded out of the jail yet, sir?
I live down here in South Florida on my own, Your Honor. I don't have any relatives or know anyone that would be able to bond me out, Your Honor.
Does he have any prior state?
I'm not sure. I don't have his driving record. I don't know. Did they give
How long
you?
have you lived down here in South Florida, sir?
About 4 months, Your Honor.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
And what brought you down here? Why are you down here in South Florida now?
I'm working for a company.
Okay, what type of work do you do?
A supervisor of a warehouse. We distribute car parts for Toyota, Lexus, Hyundai, and Kia.
I have here you're from Hartsville, South Carolina.
That's where my parents resides, Your Honor. I shattered my heel bones about a year ago, and I lived with them for about 8 months.
Have you been in touch with your parents since you've been in jail?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you know whether or not they know you're in jail?
No one knows, Your Honor.
75 and a 40. This is Southwest 17th Street. Westbound over the train tracks, high rate of speed. Nearly lost control of the vehicle, fainted, failed to maintain a single lane. I know exactly where that is, by the way. Trying to continue to accelerate westbound. I observed the vehicle traveling through the neighborhood in that Scorson Park area, blacked out, without headlights on. Then it surrendered. Okay. Steve, do you have anything on it?
I don't know any priors he has down here, but he hasn't really lived down here. He doesn't have a driving record down here.
Now, he doesn't have a local address. Do you have a local address?
No, I've been staying at In-Town Suites in Tamarack.
Do you want to, Judge,
Go ahead.
Do you want to? Sometimes you inquire if he has a number for you.
Yeah. What's your, do you have your parents' telephone number? If you want me to call them, I can let them know you're in the jail. You want me to do that?
I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody's phone number, Your Honor.
No.
I don't know. I have no way to contact anyone. I don't know anyone's numbers, Your Honor.
Really? Do your parents have a telephone?
Yes, they do, but everything's in my cell phone, Your Honor. I never remembered anyone's
Where's your cell phone?
number. It should be in my property, Your Honor.
It's probably dead by now. Which city do your parents live in?
Hartsville, South Carolina, Your Honor.
What are your parents' names?
Bradley and Kimberly.
How do you spell it? B-R-A-D-L-E-Y?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
What's your dad's middle name?
John, I believe.
Just remember, how old are you? Okay, so that's close enough to me. I'm 30. I was 15, 16, 17. You go out a Friday night, you better have your plan straight, or you happen to run into people during the night, because there were no cell phones.
Tell me the city one more time. Which city again?
Hartsville, South Carolina, Your Honor.
Please told him you were going to be. No one's going to find you. Seriously, give me 1 second. I'm ready to go.
What, is this last one? This the last case?
Yeah, there's.
I don't believe you.
No, there is.
I don't believe him. I don't believe nothing he said.
Exactly. He has no bond hold. He's had no bond hold. He's not going to do anything with the other one.
I don't believe anything he says.
I promise you, the other. Back me up.
Right, do you ever believe him?
Back me up. She doesn't like I being held in a position of And why does it peak into a bond PDP, right? Thank you.
What's the other one, the other three that we have left?
No, there aren't. These are the only two cases. Thank you. Well, that's what I'm...
Oh, I don't care.
Sir, here's what I would do. I'd contact a local bondsman. Tell them that your parents will bond you out of jail. Tell them where they live. The bondsman will do the footwork and get in touch with your family, all right?
I've already done this, Your Honor, and it hasn't worked out.
No?
I've talked to bondsmen. I've tried to tell them my parents where they live in South Carolina, and I have not gotten any contact at all, Your Honor.
No?
Try another bondsman.
Exactly.
Judge, would the court appoint the public defender? I would, Judge, because due to the nonviolent nature of the charge, he doesn't seem to have priors. He seems to have a job down here. would the court RR him and let him come back to court? He could check in with the clerk of courts. I mean, this is a traffic criminal case. It's not the most serious of all charges. I think for a charge like this, for him sitting in custody any longer than this.
You know what? You don't usually talk me into things, Mr. Ossault, but I'm willing to do that today. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. I'm gonna release you today, sir. It doesn't appear you have a criminal record, so I'm gonna let you go. But you're gonna have to keep in touch with the clerk of the court, the Broward County. I was just joking about that.
I was gonna say, when it happens, it usually happens at the end of the day. One of the last few cases.
Well, at least I got one.
I was just joking.
It usually happens one of the last few cases.
Sir, in the next few days, you need to contact the clerk of the court and find out when your court date is. All right?
Yes, sir.
Do we have
Yes,
a court
Your
date
Honor.
form already? No?
It's on.
We haven't even filed.
You should contact the clerk of the court every couple of days. Find out when your court date is going to be, so you make sure you show up. Because if you're not there, they'll give you a warrant. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. All right?
Oh, they just
Yes, Your Honor.
civil lien.
Judge, there's one more case that I asked March to put this on the dock yesterday. Yves Vanqui.
Vanqui.
Hello, sir.
Oh, he's there. Judge, is this Mr. Vanqui?
No, that's there.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vanqui, Judge, Mr. Vanqui, he actually has two cases. He's being held no bond under possession of PVP. However, he has a TC-48 case. I believe his attorney is working on his release on the PVP case. But I just don't want this TC-48 case to hold him. He didn't provide proof of community service hours to the judge. So there's a $500 bond. We're just asking this court to resolve this case.
What happens, he resolved the case. What Judge Miller does is if you don't want to pay court costs, she'll give an option to do community service, but you got to come back to show the community service. Apparently, he didn't come back to his hearing to show the community service, so he got a bond. Your Honor, what you could do, which is done very often, just ask if he wants to convert to a civil lien.
Sir, do you want me to convert this to civil lien? They'll take the money out of your taxes down the road. You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll do that.
And probation is terminated after? Yeah.
There was probation?
Was he on probation?
Was it probation or just?
I wouldn't even touch that because he's not hearing the DOT's money.
Okay, so this case is done.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Judge.
Yes.
Over
Yes.
at the main. Jose would like to address the court.
Okay, what would you like, Sir Fontanez?
Mire, I need to talk with you, Mr. Henley. The problem is that in this gas station, I clean in the night shift, 10 to 6. The guy paid $10 for me for clean the garbage and clean the parking. Sometimes clean the bathroom. Don Otto Gonzalez de Cuba. The other guy in the day shift, the Pakistan, I don't like.
They got a no
He
bond.
say, no, Jose.
Yeah.
Okay,
But they,
my cell phone,
for me to get
I
released
give
on
for
that
somebody
too.
for you, one guy Colombia. My cell phone 305 416
So I'm going to try.
8329. Chippy phone. The guy say, Jose, I need your phone
Just resolve the
for
case.
calling
All right,
my
John.
mother. I give my phone.
Ask Mr. Fontanez whether he wants to resolve it or not, all right?
You want to resolve?
Yeah, please, please,
Sir,
please.
you want to plead no contest? The case is over with today?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you plead?
No contact.
No context.
I'll withhold adjudication, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Can't go back to that place.
Yeah, he'll find someplace else to take it.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
now may I be excused?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
He's
you,
stalling.
everyone.
Come on.
We're out from 2:35. See everyone back here tomorrow bright and
Stop
early at probably 8:30 in the morning or thereabouts. Thank you, we're out.